Got the oysters today. Great little business in Nottingham. And I tried to order them from Melton. But the guy rang me up and he was good. And he was like, yeah, we just don't have them. We couldn't get them from Grimsby. They don't have mussels. They don't have oysters. I was like, fair enough. Thanks for letting me know. And then accidentally we bumped into somebody at the cafe who said, yeah, this place in Nottingham does the oysters. So I texted him and he said, yeah, you have to get them before 10. And that was yesterday. So we went today before 10. I texted him and said, can we have 10? How much? £1.50 an oyster, £15 for 10. Delicious. I was going to bring one out because we managed to get 9 of them open, but the 10th we didn't. Super high in zinc, copper, a superfood. Apparently they saved humanity. Listen to a podcast about how they saved humanity, how they found these caves full of these oyster shells when humanity's numbers dwindled down to a very, very low number. But anyway, that's another story. But yeah, I got back. My bank statement said £10 from these guys when it was supposed to be £15. So I'm like, okay, I got away with £5. What do I do? I decided to text him and say, because normally people get feedback on their business like, oh, you overcharged me, you did this is wrong, this is that. I just decided to say, hello, mate. I ordered 10 oysters for 15 quid. And he said 10 quid on the bill. They were delicious oysters and will be back regular. I've not heard back, but I just prefer to be honest. And I think that is the best way, to be honest. And it got me thinking about a few things that have been going on in life recently, and also about the Life Master system, because authenticity is the highest vibrational state. It's the best state you can be in, and it's the best state to be at. Authenticity. And like, I've been authentic with these guys and it's a £5, and I could have got away with it, but like, there would have been a small niggling feeling going on in my psyche. And I believe karma, the universal laws, never lie, and it's just always good to be honest and true, even if it hurts a little bit, even if you think it might be better to get away with a £5, because it's quite exciting to do that. It's quite exciting to get a deal, isn't it? But they were a good business and he was an honest dude. And I've been noticing recently, like, we've had like a turbulent year amongst certain things. I won't go into details, but when you have new people, new family connections, new things going on, I've noticed that some of these people prefer to lie to some of those people to make their situation easier. And they've even actually recommended us to lie to other people. And that's not what we do. We don't lie to people. We don't. It might seem like it makes your life easier in the short term, and it probably does, because you don't have to deal and confront the situation or the trauma or the actual fact that the parts of that relationship aren't that great, but you're lying to gloss over that, to sprinkle over sugar fairy dust, just to make it all right for the short term. And so many people do this, and it's just not for me. So I'm like, no mate, you undercharged me a £5, here you go. Anybody else wants anything to know, here I am. Like, just be real, just be authentic, and it's just easier. It might bring up some short-term kind of conversations, hurts, whatever. And I've got some things going on now with past things in Bali, which it's just like, even if it's not resolved, like between the 2 people or the 3 or the 4 people, like, I'm just going to resolve it on my side and be truthful and honest, and then put it to bed. I guess that's what the Life Master system is about. It's creating a document for your life, your ultimate life, and what you actually want. and then what is your day going to look like to kind of marry to that life, to have your days leading to the lives, because how we spend our lives is how we spend our days. So if you craft your day, crafting towards merging with the life that you want, guess what? Your life's going to match, and your days are going to match more of that dream life that you want. It's quite simple. But to do that, you have to sit down and honestly, authentically craft it out. And then this is where the authenticity really comes in, because you can lie to your dad, mum, brother, sister, friend, neighbor, whatever you want to do. But if you're lying to yourself, then you're never really gonna go forward, are you? You're never really gonna get things done. You're never really gonna excel in life, because you're battling with yourself. And I think that is one of the biggest challenges that humanity is facing right now, because of the excess of distractions, information overload, options, choices, changes, evolution. There's a lot going on. There is. And I feel you. I do. But if we can't, it's hard. It's a real struggle, and I find this like I'm keeping up tabs with what's going on in the world, but also equally trying to not keep tabs with what's going on in the world, because I can only control what's my world and what's around me and how I see the world. And like, if I just try and do good with my people and my neighbors and my people around here, and if everybody did that, then the world would be a better place. But a lot of people are watching the news and feeling bad and powerless and negative, and it's a really tricky thing to balance those things. And I'm still working it out. I'm always still trying to work it out, and I think that's what life is, always trying to work it out. But if you can be authentic with yourself, authentic with the people around you, and just try and do a bit of good and see a bit of good down your road, down your street, to your people, to your friends, to your family, then the world, if we all do that, the world will be a better place. So yeah, Toddy Day 286, I think I've caught up now. Oh, it's a wild ride, is life. But yeah, the oysters were amazing. Oh, 10 times more zinc than beef. Apparently vegans can have oysters because they don't have a nervous system. How do you feel about that, vegans? Whatever you choose in your diet and all that, that's fine. Like, there's a lot of animal cruelty going around. That's why we only get meat from like good sources down the road locally, good sources that we know are vouched for. Like, it's one of those topics which you could argue one side or the other, like, and be totally correct on either way. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lie down and think about life. This is all the rubbish the rats destroyed, by the way.